Hey everybody, Jerk here, and where's the music? What is this? What are we doing? Oh, it's Ermagerd Perch Nerts July. Alright, well, before we get the team down at KRKN News to dissect the patch notes, let me tell you what we are going to have on in the background. It is going to be a very good game in the Monarch. The last global XP ship I ever got, and at this rate, it may be the last one I ever get. So watch how I play it pretty aggressively, use an island to control every engagement to how I want it to be, and prevent our team from throwing the game as they are desperately trying to do. Also, marvel at the blue hipper and where they end the game. Anyway, most of you have probably read the patch notes and are probably looking for a more opinion piece, so let's just go ahead and start covering the key pieces we're going to see in this patch. Alternative American battleships are here, and you know, I'm a little excited for this, even though they are early access, which is, well, it's a way to get you all to buy crates. So for some, that is fine. For those of us who are ready to grind a line and spend some silver, no such luck there. But let's just cover this now. The Kansas will be the Tier 7 ship that will, I assume, become fully available in the next update. And if American battleships are your thing, well, are you in luck? Obviously, the Georgia is coming as the next campaign, and many are drooling over its 18-inch guns, thinking they will overmatch everything like the Yamato, but they won't. The only ship they will overmatch that they will see, that can't be right now, is the Ebra. You know? Because you see those all the time. More battleships, Tier 6 Florida will be for sale for doubloons in the coming weeks. More battleships, the Massachusetts and Benham, will be available for global XP. Jesus, already? And that's it, still no new global XP ship. Looks like we will be going a year between them. More battleships. Oklahoma is going to be coming in as a Tier 4 Bureau project, which is exactly what I think the Bureau should be used for. And speaking of the Bureau, let's talk legendary changes. Finally, mirrored matchmaking in legendary tier. Start the parade. We finally got it in the game. Way to go, guys. The ride-in campaigns worked, and this will finally solve all of the issues with legendary tier, except for giving the ships to inexperienced players, a distinct lack of cruisers, and the impending destroyer apocalypse. But hey, at least you will know there will be an even number of 5 destroyers on each team. Speaking of Ouija listening to the community, Arena Season 4 looks like they are taking an idea that had been requested and will only count your best 15 results per day. So those of you sitting on a ship bucket can still play all day, but only those best 15 games will count towards your total XP. And we're in Tier 4 again? Good God. Why not just dump it down to Tier 2 at this point? And they will be awarding steel to the top 50% of the most dedicated players, so we slowly inch closer and closer to more American battleships. Missouri. French ships are going to have the option to install an armament durability mod, increasing their turrets' health by 50% at the cost of 5% of HP, which, I don't know. I didn't think we needed that, but okay. I doubt I will be equipping it. And that's it. So, if that sounds like a pretty decent update, all in all, so long as you're into battleships, and I know you are, that's why there are 5 of them in each match. Oh, there's more? Oh, yes. Let's get to all the carrier news, or as I like to call it, the W2F portion of this update. German carriers, whoop-de-doo. You know, some people like them, it's fine. I don't particularly find the gameplay that enjoyable. Is adding another line going to make them more popular? Maybe. I doubt there are that many people who are saying, I would play carriers, but only German carriers. But maybe there are. Anyway, they'll have AP bombs, so that's citadels through your deck now. But you know what also might make them more popular? Giving them spotting ribbons. Oh, that's right, they're doing that now. And I asked if this was just cosmetic, and was told yes, meaning everyone gets XP for spotting. So carriers are just getting ribbons, that actually won't give them more XP, but give them a visual indicator that they're helping the team. So that's good. Not sure why not everyone would get it, but I'm guessing it is to encourage more people to play carriers by giving them an indication that they're actually doing something. But you know what else might make people play carriers more? Buffing them. Yes. We are once again back to that portion of this update. The Lexington's HE bomb's damage is being comically increased, as is its chance of fire starting. So is this the third or fourth buff carriers have received so far? No, and if that's not evidence that they will keep getting buffed until people actually play them, I don't know what is. I mean, what else could they do? Make planes invincible? WTF. The Tier 7 carriers will have a new consumable that make their squadrons invincible for a short period of time. I do not even know what to say. I saw this, and you know, I've been saying that the next 6 months of this game is going to determine a lot of things, and the fact that this is actually added to the game is, I don't know. But I don't like this direction at all. Basically, this is going to guarantee that you are able to get off both strikes from your squadron. What's that going to be? Damage over time. Somebody takes a flood on the first pass, come around and give them another flood. Permanent. Or fire. Or whatever. It's a comically bad solution to what? What was the issue? People didn't know to pre-drop their planes, so they were losing half their squadron and getting upset. Or, you know, they could just pre-drop and learn how to actually play the class, and then maybe they wouldn't be crying so much. But you know what? That is the game that we are in now. That is the state of this game. And while, you know, we haven't seen, maybe this only will last a couple seconds. I doubt it. It's probably going to be, you know, around like 8, maybe 10, but we'll find out soon. But either way, making planes invincible for a short period of time. Now, it's not enough that this is a class of ship that cannot be seen, even though it's massive. It can get a detection of what, like 6 kilometers? And it's not enough that they don't have to risk any of their own HP to get an attack off. And it's not enough that they are guaranteed to get an attack off. Now, we're going to make their squadron temporarily invincible. This is like the battleship players who are always saying, oh, the armor of my battleship needs buffed because, you know, I don't want to ever take damage. Well, who does? If we got all the buffs that people ask for, no one ship would ever take damage. There would be no point of even playing because everybody's invincible. Why not do that? Why not? We should give a consumable to destroyers where they can pop it and they become invincible. You know, it'd be perfect for when you come around a corner and are surprise spotted. Well, just pop that and now you get a get out of jail free card. Or maybe we should give that to cruisers. Yeah. You know what? You see a big salvo coming in from a battleship, and I'm just going to hit this consumable. Make me invincible for a small amount of time. I guess I should be careful. I don't want to put any ideas in their heads. Fire! So that is this update. That is the team saying this is all we think that needs balanced. No plans to address the 5 battleship matches, which drive cruiser players to only play HE spammers, and battleship players to then say, we need a way to fight HE spam, which ends in them getting their invincibility buff of will to rebuild. Nothing to raise the comically low destroyer concealment, and nothing to nerf some of the ridiculously overpowered cruisers at Tier 7. Overall, I'd say there is a ton of content in this update, and for me that's great, and for you. That's a lot of videos I should be able to make for you all this month. But as for the direction of this game now, let's just say I am not optimistic. And I guess we will just have to see where this path goes, and if it ends up being that it ends in a road I no longer wish to travel on. But for now, we still have this game that we can watch the rest of. If you turn your attention to the minimap, you will see our blue hipper pulling in behind an island up north where they will stay for the remainder of this battle. But I hope you saw what I did at the beginning of this match and how we got to where we are right now. I pushed this cap, and once I saw over half the red team was going to be on the opposite side, I capped and used this big ol' island as cover to engage with each red ship one at a time. The rest of our team has been getting nuked by a Maz over on the other side of the map. I removed the goddamn Wichita because the reinforcements will surely be headed this way. I need to get to the other side of this island and remove the remaining ships down here to hopefully hold them back. And I'm going to go for the drive-by here. I do kind of goof it. I don't know if I've ever talked about this before, but you'll see when I do a drive-by, I will unlock my guns from the target like I did right there and actually just aim down sight. I find it's easier because your turrets won't keep twitching all over the place. So I don't quite finish that one because I was going a little too fast, but they are going to do the maneuver of going completely flat broadside behind me to try and get a shot off. So, you know, somebody who doesn't understand how angling works, but somebody else yoinks that, which is fine. Anyway, this is going to be a little in-game action now. And this is going to be the careful balance of using my heals and my damage control properly. And I think you're going to be entertained with how this match actually finishes. Obviously, one of our players is not really in this game anymore. And now that our last cap is being taken, I know their destroyer is here too. So I'm going to end up putting up my plane to maybe try and spot it. I'm hoping that our destroyer will also get on the cap to contest it. But once I see that I'm detected by radar now, okay, I know the Moss is close. So what I'm going to try and do is actually spot it with my range of guaranteed acquisition through the island and just keep them spotted so my teammates can shoot them. I don't think I actually end up getting close enough, but my plane does spot them a few times. And that's where it would be really nice if maybe my teammates would shoot at this destroyer. But how can they? They're simply too far away, and our destroyer is one of those destroyers that is not particularly keen on shooting their guns, though I do think they end up shooting them a few times. Anyway, their destroyer is also going to make that mistake of just waiting a little bit too long to make their move. Like, we can see what's going to happen here, right? That destroyer is going to come around on my left, and I'm going to have a battleship probably coming around on my right. So all I can do is try to sink the destroyer and then the battleship. Though that is not exactly how it's going to go down. So I'm tired. I'm going to just let the remainder of this match play out. It's only, you know, it's not much longer. And then I'll be back here at the end. So watch how this plays out at the end. I think that you're going to hold on to your butts at the very end.
Main turret destroyed. Fire. Problem solved, sir.
If you look at the points, we are down by about 100, but if I can secure this ship, that will cause the points to flip. So we now have the lead, but here's Johnny. Will these fish get here in time? They will not. And that is the game, and that is how you secure the win in the last seconds of it. So let's see this scoreboard. 3,046 XP for a very good game, and that wraps it up for this one. Like it or don't, leave a comment down below telling me what you think of these patch notes. And yeah, that's it. We'll have another video tomorrow, so thanks for watching, folks. I'll get back out there for another one soon. We'll talk then.